Los Angeles. We bring it home victory straight out the huddle. I'm my brothers, my squad superior, ain't none of the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man. I love it, I love it. Got it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one, and off we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quincy Roche with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. With it is Jackson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he gets this inside the 1st down. Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 18 on the play. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. And for forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
.39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
It was a bit of an adjustment for Kenny Golladay in 2021, his first year in New York, and with new quarterback Daniel Jones. His mission, get back to his Pro Bowl form here in 2022 and avoid similar struggles. That catch right there, a nice way to get going.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some space here. Touchdown, Giants!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed, that time. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quincy Roche in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And he'll find Galladay, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Really good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. To Barkley on the check down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Barkley inside handoff, and he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And able to work his way down to the 16. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example. Another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little of.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Barkley.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal. Second down and goal. Jones.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
They find some open field here. Willis slides safely, and he picks up the first down. First down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second and very short, Willis. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the...
They keep it with Henry on first down. Down to about the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second and 7, Willis over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now Willis on third down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quincy Roche able to record his 5th sack of the season. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He's got room at the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Giants 26, Titans 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Henry up the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Play action. Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Willis, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they're going to stop whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy. Getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal from the 6. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are